Hi, I'm James, and this is the Carrera Trekseeker 2 19'6". We're going to do a little bit of a walkthrough of the exterior and then interior. So at the commencement of the van, there's a Cruise Master DO35 hitch with a handbrake, bungee cord for the brake safe. Now for the wiring, we have a 12-pin plug, a red Anderson, which powers your Alco electronic stability control, your grey Anderson plug for battery charging, and then this is the cabling for the reverse camera. Sidewinder jockey wheel, Australian-made deflector stone guard shield, 2 9-kilo gas bottles, and then on a support bar we have the optional jerry can holders that are fitted to this particular van. There's also a tap down there on the A-frame. LED light bar at the top of the van, a couple of grab handles, then you have this large checker plate toolbox with dual slides. On this side there's the larger slide, and it's currently housing our jack, Cruise Master DO35 pin, wheel brace, leg winder and awning rods on there also. Above the front hatch we have an LED. There's also a barbecue bayonet, and then in this hatch, which I'll open in a moment, is the Swift barbecue. We have an Aussie Traveller awning with a support cradle in the centre, 2 awning lights beneath it, and there's a couple of windows on this side. You have a 15 amp inlet, you have a 12-volt plug, 2 USB ports and an antenna point as well. So if you wanted to, you could bring the TV that is included with the van and go and situate it onto the picnic table and plug directly into the points over here. LED grab handle, 2 external speakers, and below the picnic table we have your 15-inch wheels from Prima Wheels, and these are 235 all-terrain tyres. There's also 10-inch brakes fitted to this van as standard. Now the chassis on the Carrera is from Roadrunner chassis. It has a 6-inch A-frame with a 6-inch chassis plus a 2-inch riser. And the great thing about the Roadrunner chassis is they run the A-frame all the way to the front axles. Also in front of the axles is the 2 95-litre freshwater tanks, which are protected with gal sheet protection. Now this being a semi-off-road caravan, we've gone and fitted the new Alco Cross Country 2.0 Enduro suspension, and the suspension configuration features a control arm, coil, and remote reservoir shock per wheel. For the entry door, we use the Malenko door, and then there's a fold-out manual entry step below that, and there's a mud flap on each side, obviously. Now, I've just gone and opened the entry door, and the Malenko door actually features a stainless steel mesh, which is great for security. Another feature that we go and fit to the door is the roll-down blind. Now we are at the rear of the caravan, and we have an LED spotlight at the top. There's the reverse camera. As we mentioned earlier, the monitor is included for your tow vehicle, along with the wiring at the front of the caravan. There's a hot and cold water external shower. You have a couple tail lights, spare wheel, license plate bracket, and 3-neck bumper bar. Now we're over on the driver's side of the caravan. At the very top, you may be able to slightly see the outline, but there's 2 190-watt solar panels fitted to the roof, one on the driver's side and then one on the awning side. At the top, you have a window for your ensuite. There's the paneling for the back of the fridge. This has a 3-way 188-litre Dometic fridge fitted. We have a Swift 28-litre hot water unit that's operable off gas or 240-volt electricity, and that's fitted here at the rear of the caravan. The toilet cassette is housed in this external locker. On each corner there's a stabilizer leg. Your grey water tank is fitted to the rear of the caravan. It's a 100-litre tank, and it also has gal sheet protection. On the right-hand side of that is the mains pressure inlet. Now this mains pressure inlet has a valve here, and if you flick that valve while mains is connected, it'll actually fill up your fresh water tanks. So it saves you from having to use the water tank filler on the side of the caravan. There's a driver's side light, 1 lockable water tank filler. The batteries are mounted externally in a lockable battery box. This particular van, as standard, has 2 120 amp hour deep cycle AGM batteries fitted. Now we are on the other side of the tunnel boot. So you get about a 3/4 length tunnel boot because that standard barbecue is actually fitted to the other side as we saw earlier. The floor is gal sheeting. There's a 40 amp Voltec battery charger mounted here on the left. There's an LED just on the right hand side of that. And then over in the corner over here, there is a brake safe unit. As mentioned earlier, there's a slide out on the other side of the toolbox, and here it is. Okay, now we are on the inside of the Carrera Trekseeker 2 semi-off-road 19'6", and we're going to start at the front of the Caravan. There's a Sirocco fan fitted. Just beyond that, you have a wind-up hatch from Dometic with a LED built into it. There's also a nightlight feature. A couple of overhead cupboards above the island bed, large padded bed head, 2 map reading lights. This one's set on the LED at the moment, and then the one over on the right's on the nightlight. All the map reading lights have a USB port fitted beneath them. Side entry palmets with a double power point in there. Manual pressure hatch. Hanging space in the wardrobes. Wireless charger fitted down here on the bedside table. And this also doubles up as a USB port if your phone's not compatible with it. All of the cupboards feature a piano hinge, and the overhead cupboards feature gas struts also. Now I've just lifted up the bed frame, which is on 2 gas struts, and this Caravan has actually been optioned up with a Truma gas ducted heater, which is linked to the 2 gas bottles on the front of the Caravan. The control panel, you may have seen, is located over here on the right hand side of the map reading light. I've just lowered the bed now, and I want to point out the mattress. This is an inner spring mattress. It has a pillow top on the top and the bottom inbuilt into the mattress. And this actually gives you the ability to go and flip the mattress and rotate it in the future. It's an Australian made mattress, and it also features a bolster, which is currently covered by this pillow. In the corner over here, we have a smoke detector and a circuit breaker. All of the windows in the Caravan are supplied by Dometic. They feature an aluminium frame, and they're a dual glazed window, and I'll show you how they work now. Dependent upon the size of the window will determine how many latches are fitted to the particular window. But I'll just go and open it up, listen for the click, and that actually elects the pitch. It goes all the way up to setting number 2 and then setting number 3. Once you've elected your pitch, you can go over and pull your fly screen down, lock it in place, or then pull your blind up, go halfway, whatever you desire. Now I've just moved besides the bed. In the corner on the opposite side is the wind-up antenna. There's also a 24-inch DVD/TV. If I go and shift the TV out of the way, it'll reveal the 12-volt plug, antenna point, and on and off button for the booster. The TV is on an adjustable bracket. There is 2 double power points, 3 large overhead cupboards, touchscreen range hood, which you can power on, turn fan speed 1, fan speed 2. It's got a built-in timer, which will count down from 5 minutes, or you can cancel it, and it has an LED built into it also. There's another LED here, window, stainless steel sink with drainer, and then this features a 3-way tap. So the top obviously is for hot and cold water out of the first spout, and then the second spout is for your filtered water, which is controllable by the bottom. On the right you have some drawers. To the left of that you've got some storage beneath the sink. And then over here we have the Swift cooktop grill and oven, which we'll open up in a moment. I've lifted the recessed bench top. Now we'll open up the lid to the cooktop. On the top left you have a 240 volt hot plate. Then the other 3 burners are all gas. Gas griller, and then gas oven below that. To the left of the cooktop grill and oven is a slide out pantry. In the entryway we have a grab handle, 2 magazine pouches, and then there's another one above the door. Just below that you have a main switch which controls 12 volt in the Caravan, and then a fire extinguisher. In the center, mounted to the roof, is a Dometic IBIS 4 reverse cycle air conditioner. The standard configuration of this Caravan comes with a cafe dinette seating area with 2 kick-up footrests, a tri-fold out table. There's a carbon monoxide detector down here on the right hand side, which is in good close proximity to your cooktop grill and oven. Double power point above that, window, 2 map reading lights again, and then some overhead cupboards. In the overhead cupboard on the left hand side, you have a fuse box. There is 2 switches for your hot water unit, one to operate it off 240 volt electricity, and then the other to operate it off gas. There's a water pump switch, there's a bypass switch for the fridge, your Bluetooth stereo, which controls your 2 internal speakers and your 2 external speakers that we referred to earlier, Voltec battery protector, 30 amp Voltec solar controller, and then you have your 2 water tank gauges, which are digital. The other 2 overhead cupboards just feature storage, and then that's the power point for your microwave. Now I've just gone and set up the trifold table and pulled up both kick-up footrests, so this is what it looks like. Above the entryway is another push-up hatch from Dometic. We then have an NCE microwave, and this is actually the dishless model, so there will be no rattling around of the plate while you're towing. Below that, we have a 3-way 188 litre freezer from Dometic. Now I've just powered on the fridge and opened up both doors. At the top there's the freezer, and then below that it's the fridge section. Now this is an auto sensing fridge, so I've powered it on, and because I'm not hooked up to 240 volt at the moment, nor do I have my tow vehicle hooked up to the front of the caravan and plugged in via the 12 pin, it's automatically going over to gas, and it's going to try and go through its lighting sequence now. Now we are going to make our way to the rear of the caravan, where the ensuite is. There's a sliding door, which is currently all the way closed and latched down. 2 overhead cupboards, an LED, mirror, flick mixer and bowl sink. There's a 3.5 kilo top loader washing machine here on the right, which I'm going to open up in a moment. Now I've just opened up the washing machine lid and the front access door, and that's revealing our 3.5 kilo top loader washing machine. Also in the ensuite are some drawers. There's the ceramic bowl cassette toilet with soft close lid from Dometic. There's a spot over here for your towels. In the linen press over here, there's a couple shelves. To the left of the toilet is a toilet roll holder. Just above is a towel roll holder. Then you have a small window, a hatch / fan. This fan actually extracts air or brings air in. On the opposite side of the ensuite is the shower. So we'll go and open the door up now. It's a 1-piece fiberglass shower with flick mixer on the left, LED, and then another 2-way fan with a shelf in the corner. Okay, now that concludes our walkthrough of the new 2023 Carrera Trekseeker 2 semi-off-road 19'6". If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. I'll put our contact details in the description of this video, and thank you very much for watching.